Hello everyone, you are watching Was the Pacifist, and today's video is about tech questions, and this video is in collaboration with Umar Ali Junajo, and I am Umar Ali Junajo. Without further delay, let's get started. Before we begin, I might give some facts regarding English language, how to learn it, where to learn it from, and how to boost your speaking power. First of all, we as a students fail to comprehend that English is a quite complex subject and you cannot just cram one book and go around speaking like a perfect speaker of this language. Even the native speakers of this language make mistakes. It is because the practice does not matter at all the time. Sometimes good books matter too. So from that point of view, we have made this collaboration possible to give you authenticated knowledge over particular topics and subjects. And today's topic is tech questions. So let's get through it. Tech questions. These are short additions to sentences asking for agreement or confirmation. So if I ask you, have you come to learn about tech questions? Haven't you? It's a kind of tech questions. It's kind of confirms the situation or a sentence that has been already spoken, like he plays cricket, doesn't he? So that means it is to confirm that activity that is going on. There are many examples in front of you. Let's talk about them. After negative statements, we use the ordinary interrogatives. Okay, you didn't see him, did you? We cannot say, didn't you? If I had asked him, did you see him? You did see him, didn't you? We could have said, didn't you? But this is a sentence of negative manner. So it is to confirm from the speaker, you didn't see him, did you? So there are many examples in front of you. I might not be a good teacher at first because it is my first time making the video, but it is my friend's request and he wants me to be in this video. So that's why I'm doing it. I hope you are getting something out of this. I hope so. That's the best I can do. Another sentence is, Anne can't swim. Can she? Can she swim? I made a statement. I want you to confirm it. Can she? Prove me wrong or right? And if you think the tech questions are not that important, you must keep in mind in 2018 CCE, it was a question of 10 marks. So today you are watching the video that might be able to give you 10 marks in the future from competitive examinations. So without further delay, let's continue the video. The next question is, that isn't Tom, is it? Keep in mind, I want this to be confirmed. I don't want to enforce any kind of judgment. So that's why it is left to the speaker to confirm it, whether it's true or not. Another one is, after affirmative statements, we use the negative interrogatives. Peter helped you, didn't he? That means I know Peter helped you. I want you to confirm it. That is tech questions. Mary was there, wasn't she? I know the Mary was there. I want you to confirm it, whether she was there or not. I want to know your perspective. What did you see? Didn't you? So the upcoming part will be from Ali Reza. He wanted me to continue up to this point. He wanted me to go further, but I wanted to keep it short because I'm not that into making videos. And as well, I want you to understand that if you think that going through one topic per day without giving a proper thought and thinking, you cannot just cram around and learn it. This PDF that I'm reading at the moment giving me knowledge for a short period of time, but if I keep practicing it, then I'll be able to master. So that's why I'm just going through this stuff, and you will be getting more knowledge from Ali Reza. Over to you, Ali Reza. Thank you.
Well, you listen to my friend Omer. He has taught you half of the portion of our lesson of our topic. Well, so I will start from, okay, I would like to give you a recap. So in the very first, Omer taught you people more, Omer told you that for the negative statements, we use the ordinary interrogative sentence. So we have a sentence which has the contraction didn't or has not, then we will use an interrogative sentence. Like you didn't see him, did you? So it's an interrogative sentence. The second point was For the affirmative statements, we use the negative interrogative. So what is the negative interrogative? Negative interrogative is the one that has the not and helping verb together. Not one thing that we always use constructions for take questions. We can't say, did he not? It's sometimes prohibited, but in some books they say you may use it. However, for any exam or for any test, you will have to follow the very strict rule, that is, you have to use contractions. Okay. So here is another important point to note. For the construction of M, we don't use emt or am not. Sorry, we use am not, but we don't say amn't. We say aren't. Isn't it a bit surprising to see that the construction of am not is aren't, but that is really. So you have to keep this thing in mind, that the construction for am not is aren't. If I say I am late, the take question will be aren't I. Note that let's has the take shall. If we say let's go, the take question for this will be shall we. So these are some very important points which I have taken out from the book just for teaching you people. Believe me, at the end of the video, you will be able to solve any exercise regarding take questions. Examples of question tags after negative statements. So when we have a negative sentence, we, in the take questions, we use the interrogative. Like in the sentence, Peter doesn't smoke, we say, does he? And isn't studying music, is she? So these are many sentences. You may take a screenshot and study them all. And let me tell you now. Note that statements containing words such as neither, no, adjective, none, no one, nobody, nothing, scarcely, barely, hardly, hardly ever, seldom are treated as negative statements and followed by an ordinary interrogative tag. This is an extra point. In most of the books I saw that this point wasn't present. I've taken it from one very good and authentic book. No salt is allowed. Is it? So for the take question of such sentences which have these adjectives or these adverbs which give negative meaning will be in interrogative, like nothing was said, was it? Peter hardly ever goes to parties, does he? When the subject of the sentence is anyone, anybody, no one, nobody, none, neither, we use the pronoun they as the subject of the tag. Okay, in many books, you may find that there are some exceptions for using the possessive case for anyone or anybody. Sometimes people say we can use his or too, but for the take questions, the rule is very much strict. You have to use they pronoun. I don't suppose anyone will volunteer, will they? No one would object, would they? Neither of them complained, did they? Let's come to our next point. Question takes after affirmative statements. With the present simple tense, we use don't, doesn't in the take. With the simple past tense, we use didn't. Edward lives here, doesn't he? You found your passport, didn't you? After all the tenses, we use just, okay, we just put the auxiliary verb into the negative and interrogative. Mary is coming, isn't she? So I think you are getting me. And we have another rule which says, I'm not reading all those sentences. You can take the screenshots, you can watch the video just for reading more examples. Right now, what we are supposed to do is to, well, and other thing I must tell you that I will give the link of this PDF file in the description, and you will be able to download the PDF file too and read the sentences or the topic again and again. So there's another point, let me tell you. With everybody, everyone, somebody, someone, we use the pronoun they. Everyone warned you, didn't they? Someone had recognized him, hadn't they? So let's come to our next point. These are very simple points. Negative interrogative takes without contractions are possible. As I already told you that in some books, they say that the contractions may not be used and it's possible to make the negative contraction without take question without contraction. You saw him, did you not? This is a much less usual form. This is a point which I wanted to convey to you people, that this is a much less usual form, and in competitive exams or in any exam, you are not supposed to do this. Stay with the rule. Well, we are done with our whole video, but there are some extra points which I must tell you. These are very basics. So keep in mind that without contraction, you do not have to make the take question for the interrogative negative sentence or for the negative two. And for only interrogative, we usually don't need contraction because not is not used. And one thing, you don't have to use the noun in the take questions. You always have to use pronouns. Like if I say, you saw Ali, okay, Ali was eating meal. Then in the take question, I will not say, wasn't Ali, I will say, wasn't he? This was a point which I wanted to convey to you people, that nouns are never used in the take questions. Always use pronouns. If we have two nouns, we use they for them, but we never use a noun in the take question. And point number two, always use contractions. And as you have learned that when we have a negative statement, we use interrogative in the tag. When we have affirmative statements, we use the negative interrogative, and so on. So we are very much done with our video. I hope you have got all the points. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.